For many years, I thought the pain in my ankles was simply part of getting older. Every step felt heavy, as if I were carrying small stones in my feet. I especially remember one morning when I went out to walk in the park. I'd barely gone a few blocks when I had to sit down on a bench. My ankles hurt so much that I felt my usual walks were over for me. It was frustrating. Walking had always been my way to clear my mind, to feel free. Suddenly, something as simple as going for a walk turned into a daily challenge. I am not the only person this has happened to. I know many people who, after the age of 60, have started avoiding walking for fear of pain. The sad thing is that the less we move, the weaker our joints and muscles become, and the problem gets even worse. That was when I began to look for solutions, something that could help me regain my mobility without immediately resorting to strong medications or expensive procedures. On that search, I found something simple but surprisingly effective: a natural oil that, when applied with a massage of just 2 minutes, helped reduce inflammation and relieve the pain in my ankles. At first, I was skeptical, but after a few days, I started noticing that I could walk a little farther without the pain forcing me to stop. Over time, this small routine became part of my day, just like washing my face in the morning. Today, I want to share with you exactly how I do it, why it works, and what other habits you can incorporate to strengthen your ankles, improve circulation, and enjoy walking again without so much suffering. Stay with me until the end, because in addition to the 2-minute routine, I will tell you about simple exercises, eating tips, and small changes in your footwear that can make a big difference in your health. And before we begin, I would love to get to know you a little better. Tell me in the comments how many years old you are and from which country you are watching this video. It makes me very happy to know how far these words can go. As the years go by, our body changes in ways we sometimes do not notice until pain forces us to pay attention. The ankles are among the hardest working joints in the entire body. Every time we take a step, they support our weight, absorb impact, and help us maintain balance. That is why it is no surprise that after several decades of constant use, they start to complain. One of the main reasons discomfort appears is the wear of the cartilage. This soft tissue covers the bones in the joints and works like a natural shock absorber. Over the years, the cartilage becomes thinner and loses its ability to absorb impact the way it used to. When this happens, the bones can rub against each other, causing pain, stiffness, and even inflammation. This is known as osteoarthritis, and it is one of the most common causes of ankle pain in older adults. In addition, the tissues surrounding the joint, such as tendons and ligaments, also become less elastic. When we are young, these structures are firm but flexible, which allows us to walk long distances or run without thinking much about it. But after the age of 60, collagen production decreases, the tendons tighten, and they are more likely to become inflamed. That is why a simple sprain or a longer than usual walk can leave us sore for several days. Another factor that contributes is the low-grade chronic inflammation that appears with age. We often do not feel it right away, but it builds up little by little, affecting the joints and causing pain even at rest. This can be worse if there are medical conditions such as diabetes, circulation problems, or gout. All of these directly affect joint health and can aggravate pain in the ankles. Lifestyle also has a lot to do with it. A sedentary lifestyle is one of the great enemies of mobility. When we spend many hours sitting, the muscles in our legs lose strength, which makes the joints bear more load without proper support. On the other hand, excess weight increases the pressure the ankles receive with every step, speeding up their wear. Even something as simple as the type of shoes we wear can make a difference. Footwear that is too flat or without good support can force poor posture and cause pain over time. That is why it is so common for these discomforts to appear after the age of 60. It is a combination of factors: the passing of time, lifestyle, associated illnesses, and lack of movement. But here is the good news. It is not inevitable to live with pain. Daily care can make a difference. By keeping the ankles moving, strengthening the muscles around them, and applying massages or natural products that reduce inflammation, it is possible to regain some lost mobility and walk again with fewer discomforts. This is the foundation of what we are going to explore in this video. If we understand why it hurts, we can act more intelligently and prevent the problem from getting worse. From now on, we are going to look at practical solutions so that your ankles work better, hurt less, and you can keep enjoying your daily walks. Pain is the language our body uses to ask for attention. However, many times we ignore it. We think it is something normal for our age, that it will go away on its own, or that we simply have to get used to living with it. The problem is that when we do not listen to those signals, the body finds other ways to make itself noticed, and the situation can get worse faster than we imagine. One of the first risks of ignoring ankle pain is stiffness. When something hurts, we tend to move it less. It is a natural protection mechanism, but over time, that lack of movement causes the joint to lose flexibility. What used to be a simple discomfort turns into difficulty walking, climbing stairs, or even getting out of bed without support. And the less we use our joints, the faster our muscles weaken and the harder it becomes to regain mobility. The next danger is the risk of falls. A painful ankle does not respond as well as it should. It can give way when stepping on uneven ground, making us lose our balance. Falls in old age are not just a simple stumble. They can cause fractures, long hospital stays, and even the loss of independence. Many people end up using a cane, a walker, or a wheelchair, not because their legs have completely stopped working, but because pain kept them from staying active until it was too late. I remember the story of a neighbor, Mr. Ernest. He was 78 years old when he started complaining about pain in his ankles. At first, they only bothered him in the afternoon, after walking a lot. Little by little, he began to walk less until he practically stopped going out. When I saw him, he would always say, "It will go away." But it did not go away. Over time, his legs lost strength, and one morning, when he tried to stand up without support, he twisted an ankle and fell. That fall left him with a fracture that took months to heal and forced him to use a cane from then on. Stories like Mr. Ernest's are repeated everywhere. This is not about scaring anyone, but about showing that pain should not be ignored. The sooner we attend to it, the easier it will be to control. Acting in time can prevent the situation from reaching a point where our independence is compromised. That is why this video is not just a guide to relieve today's pain, but also an invitation to prevent tomorrow's problems. Taking care of our ankles is taking care of our ability to move, to go for a walk, to visit family, and to keep living with autonomy. Do not wait for pain to force you to stop. It is better to get ahead of it and strengthen your body now while you can still do it. One of the simplest and most effective ways to relieve ankle pain is by using natural oils. These oils, when applied with a gentle massage, can help reduce inflammation, relax tense muscles, and improve blood circulation in the area. And best of all, they are easy to find and usually do not have serious side effects when used correctly. The first oil worth mentioning is arnica oil. Arnica is a plant known for its anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. It has been used for centuries in ointments and oils to treat bruises, bumps, and joint pain. When applied to sore ankles, it can help reduce swelling and calm that sharp stabbing pain. It is not magical and it does not work instantly, but if you use it consistently, it can make a noticeable difference in a few weeks. Another very beneficial oil is peppermint oil. Its main component, menthol, creates a cooling sensation that helps relieve pain almost instantly. In addition, the refreshing effect can reduce the feeling of inflammation and relax the muscles in the area. It is ideal to use after walking or on a day when your ankles have been overworked. However, it should be applied diluted in another carrier oil, such as coconut or almond oil, to avoid skin irritation. Rosemary oil is another great ally. It has properties that promote blood circulation and help calm muscle and joint pain. In addition, its aroma is stimulating and can improve your mood, which is very useful when pain becomes an emotional burden. When you massage with rosemary oil, you are not only caring for the joint, but also enhancing a general sense of well-being. Now, the oil itself is only half of the equation. The other half is the massage. Massaging the area improves circulation, which means more blood and oxygen reach the tissues, helping to naturally reduce inflammation. It also allows the muscles around the ankle to relax, releasing accumulated tension. A good massage does not have to be painful or very long. Just 2 minutes can bring great relief if done regularly. Massage also has an important emotional component. It is a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and connect with your own body. Many people find that this nightly routine helps them sleep better, since pain decreases and the body enters a more relaxed state. If you also combine it with gentle ankle rotations and stretches, the results are even better. The secret is being consistent. Applying the oil only once and expecting a radical change is not realistic. Instead, turning it into a daily habit can transform the way your ankles respond to effort. Think of this routine as an investment in your well-being. A few minutes a day that can give you back the freedom to walk without so much pain. Now that you know why your ankles hurt and which oils can help you, it is time to move on to practice. You do not need to be a professional massage therapist to get good results. It is simply about giving 2 minutes to your ankles, preferably in a quiet place where you can sit comfortably. The first step is to prepare the oil. If you use arnica, rosemary, or peppermint oil, make sure it is at room temperature. Place a few drops in the palm of your hand, no more than what would cover a small coin. Before applying it directly, rub it between your hands for a few seconds to warm it up. This step is important because warm oil is absorbed better and feels much more pleasant. Start the massage with circular movements around the ankle. Use your fingertips and go around the entire joint, from the bone on the inner side to the outer side. Apply gentle pressure, enough to feel the movement of the oil but without causing pain. After about 30 seconds, move the massage to the Achilles tendon. Using your thumb, make upward strokes from the heel to where the calf begins. This helps reduce inflammation and improve venous return, which is essential to avoid swelling. Do not forget the sole of the foot. Massage the area near the arch where it connects with the ankle. You can use the knuckle of your index finger to make small circles that release accumulated tension. Repeat the same process on the other ankle to keep both legs in balance. This full routine should not take more than 2 minutes. In total, 1 minute for each ankle. Ideally, do it twice a day, in the morning before going out for a walk, and at night just before going to bed. In the morning, it helps prepare the joints for the day, and at night, it reduces the inflammation that is built up. One important safety tip is to test the oil on a small area of skin before using it on the entire ankle. Apply 1 drop on your forearm and wait a few hours to check that there is no redness or itching. If you notice any reaction, stop using it and try a different oil. And if you have open wounds, skin infections, or serious circulation problems, consult your doctor before starting this routine. Making this massage a habit is key. It is not about doing it only when it hurts, but about preventing the pain from appearing. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You do it every day not because it hurts, but to avoid problems in the future. The same goes for your ankles. Massage is not only a physical act, it is also a moment of connection with your body. If you turn it into a mindful exercise, the benefits multiply. While you apply the oil, sit in a calm place, support your back well, and breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose while counting to 4, hold the air for 2 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth while counting to 6. This breathing pattern not only calms the mind, but also helps the body release tension. As you exhale, imagine the pain dissolving along with the air leaving your lungs. Bring your attention to your hands as you massage. Feel the warmth of the oil, the movement of your fingers, the response of the muscles under the skin. Do it slowly, without rushing, as if each movement were a caress thanking your body for the effort of having carried you all these years. You can follow a small guide while you do it. Place your hands around your ankle, breathe deeply, and start with slow circles. As you exhale, release the tension. Now move up toward the Achilles tendon, press gently, and feel how the area relaxes. Finish on the sole of the foot, making small circles until you notice warmth spreading. This type of mindful massage not only improves circulation and reduces inflammation, it also helps lower overall stress in the body. Many people discover that after this routine, they sleep better and wake up with less stiffness. It is a moment to care not only for the joint, but also for the mind. Make this ritual your personal space of calm. You can even play soft music in the background or turn on a warm light. That way, Your brain will associate the massage with a moment of deep relaxation, and your body will respond by releasing tension more quickly each time. Remember, there is no need to press too hard or cause pain. The goal is to improve the flow of blood and lymph, not to damage the tissues. If at any point you feel sharp pain, stop the massage and see a specialist. Done correctly, this small 2-minute habit can become one of the most powerful tools to keep your ankles healthy and your mind at peace. Simple exercises to strengthen your ankles. In addition to massage and the use of oils, it is essential to move and strengthen the ankles so they stay healthy. When we exercise this area, we help improve circulation, maintain flexibility, and prevent pain from returning. And the best part is that you do not need gym equipment or complicated routines. Just a few minutes a day can make a difference. Let us start with mobility exercises. Sit on a sturdy chair, place your feet slightly apart, and begin by making circles with your right ankle. First, move it clockwise for 10 repetitions, then counterclockwise for another 10. Do the same exercise with the other ankle. This movement lubricates the joint and helps maintain the range of motion. Then try the toe heel exercise. Sitting down, stretch your legs out in front, rest only your heels on the floor, and lift the tip of your feet, then lower the tip and lift your heels. Do this slowly about 15 times. This simple exercise activates the calf muscles and helps reduce swelling. When you feel more confident, move on to strengthening exercises. Standing up, lean on a wall or on the back of a chair to keep your balance. Slowly lift your heels until you are standing on your tiptoes. Hold the position for a few seconds and lower again. Do from 10 to 15 repetitions. This movement strengthens the calf muscles and gives greater stability to the ankles. Another option is to walk a few steps on your tiptoes, then alternate and walk resting only on your heels. This type of exercise trains different muscle groups and improves coordination. If you have balance problems, do not worry. All these exercises can be done sitting down. Even lifting and lowering your feet alternately while sitting in the chair helps keep your muscles active. The important thing is to avoid a completely sedentary lifestyle. Every movement counts. Do this routine daily, preferably in the morning to activate circulation or in the afternoon after a walk to release tension. You do not need to push to the point of pain. The goal is to feel gentle work, not to strain. If you are consistent, in a few weeks, you will notice that your ankles feel firmer, that you can walk with more confidence, and that the pain decreases. The role of footwear and posture. There is no point in taking care of your ankles with oils and exercises if the footwear you use is not appropriate. Many people underestimate how much shoes affect joint health. Inadequate footwear can cause poor posture, overload the ankles, and cause pain even after short periods of walking. The ideal shoes for older adults should have firm but cushioned soles that absorb impact while walking. Avoid completely flat or very thin soles, as they do not protect the joints. It is also important that the shoe holds the foot well, especially in the heel area, to prevent it from moving around unsteadily. If the footwear is too loose, the ankle has to work harder to keep your steps stable, which can cause pain. Posture is another factor that directly influences ankle health. When we walk hunched forward or with our shoulders drooping, we shift our center of gravity and increase the pressure on the ankles. Try to walk with your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and your gaze forward. Imagine a string pulling you up from the top of your head. This aligns the body and distributes weight more evenly. When choosing everyday shoes, try walking for a few minutes inside the store before buying them. Make sure they do not rub anywhere and that there is enough space to move your toes. If you spend a lot of time at home, wear comfortable slippers with good arch support instead of walking barefoot on hard surfaces. And remember to change your shoes when you notice that the sole is worn down. A shoe that has lost its cushioning no longer serves its purpose of protecting the joints. Small changes in footwear and posture can significantly reduce ankle pain. These simple adjustments, combined with massage and exercises, complete a comprehensive joint care routine. Food that strengthens bones and joints. Taking care of your ankles does not only depend on what you do on the outside, but also on what you put inside your body. Bones, tendons, and cartilage need specific nutrients to stay strong and function properly. After the age of 60, the absorption of some of these nutrients decreases, so it is important to pay attention to your diet. Calcium is the first that comes to mind, and with good reason. It is the main mineral that forms the structure of bones. Without enough calcium, bones become fragile, and the risk of fractures increases. You can find calcium in dairy products like yogurt and cheese, but also in leafy green vegetables like kale and spinach. Almonds and sesame seeds are also excellent sources. Vitamin D is just as important because it helps the body absorb calcium. Without vitamin D, the calcium you consume may not reach your bones. The best source of vitamin D is sunlight. A few minutes of daily exposure, always with proper skin protection, can make a big difference. It is also found in fish such as salmon and sardines, and in some eggs and fortified dairy products. Magnesium is another key mineral. It plays a role in bone formation and in muscle contraction and relaxation. It is found in foods such as avocado, legumes, and nuts. A diet low in magnesium can cause cramps and joint pain. We cannot forget collagen, a protein that gives tissues elasticity and keeps cartilage healthy. With age, natural collagen production decreases, which can speed up joint wear. You can stimulate collagen production by including foods rich in vitamin C, such as citrus fruits and bell peppers, because this vitamin is necessary to form collagen. There are also bone broths and natural gelatins that provide collagen directly. In some cases, your doctor may recommend calcium, vitamin D, or hydrolyzed collagen supplements. However, it is important not to self-medicate. Taking supplements without supervision can be counterproductive if you consume too much. That is why it is best to talk to your doctor and ask for a test to see if there is a deficiency before starting any supplementation. A diet rich in these nutrients is like building a strong scaffold so your ankles can keep supporting you for many more years. This is not about complicated diets, but about consciously choosing what you put on your plate. Daily routines to avoid pain. Besides diet, there are small habits that can prevent ankle pain and keep them in good condition day after day. These habits are simple, but if done consistently, they can make the difference between a day full of discomfort and a day when you walk with ease. The first habit is stretching when you wake up. Before you get out of bed, spend 1 minute moving your ankles in circles, stretching your toes forward and then toward you. These movements wake up the joints and prepare the muscles to support your weight throughout the day. You can even gently rub your ankles with your hands to stimulate circulation. Hydration is another essential habit. Synovial fluid, which lubricates the joints, is made mostly of water. If we do not drink enough, the joints can feel stiffer and more painful. Try to drink water throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. A good rule is to take small sips every hour. Avoid sitting for too long. Every half hour, try to stand up, walk a little around the house, or do a few toe heel movements to reactivate circulation. If you spend a lot of time sitting in front of the television or reading, place your feet on a small stool or cushion to keep them slightly elevated and reduce swelling. It is also a good idea to keep an eye on your body weight. Even a few extra kilos can significantly increase the pressure on your ankles. Maintaining a healthy weight helps reduce the load your joints bear with each step. Finally, take a few minutes at the end of the day to check in on how you feel. If you notice swelling, raise your legs for a few minutes, resting them on the wall or on a cushion. This makes it easier for blood to flow back to the heart and reduces pressure in the ankles. Combining this habit with the massage we saw earlier is the best way to end the day with less pain and better rest. These small gestures are cumulative. You do not need big changes to feel relief. What matters is consistency. Day after day, you will be protecting your ankles and making sure they stay strong and functional for longer. There is nothing more motivating than seeing how other people have managed to overcome pain and regain mobility. That is why I want to share some stories that show that no matter your age, it is always possible to improve. Miss Teresa, for example, is 74 years old. For a long time, she suffered from swollen, painful ankles that kept her from leaving her home. Her walks had been reduced to going from the living room to the kitchen, and not much more. When she started applying arnica oil twice a day and doing the mobility exercises we saw earlier, she noticed a change in just a few weeks. Now she proudly tells me that she has gone back to walking around her neighborhood every morning. She says not only do her ankles hurt less, but she also feels more energetic and in a better mood. Another inspiring case is Mr. Richard, who is 80 years old. He had stopped going to the park with his grandchildren because he was afraid of tripping. He felt frustrated, as if pain had stolen one of the great joys of his life. With perseverance, he began to massage his ankles every night, improve his footwear, and include more foods rich in calcium and collagen in his diet. Little by little, he regained strength in his legs. Now, he can walk long distances again and has gone back to playing with his grandchildren, something that fills him with joy. These stories remind us that pain does not have to be an inevitable sentence of old age. With simple habits such as mindful massage, strengthening exercises, and a balanced diet, it is possible to recover some of what we thought was lost. And this is not about achieving great athletic goals, but about enjoying everyday life again. Going for a walk without fear, walking to the market, feeling stable and secure with every step. These stories are proof that the effort is worth it. Consistency is the key. Even if the results seem small at first, every day you care for your ankles, you are investing in your freedom and your independence. We have walked together through a complete path to take care of your ankles. From understanding why pain appears, to learning how to use natural oils to reduce inflammation, massage consciously, strengthen with exercises, and improve your diet and daily habits. Each of these steps on its own can bring relief, but together they form a powerful routine that can completely change the way you walk and move every day. I invite you to put it into practice over the next 7 days. Spend 2 minutes massaging your ankles with the oil of your choice. Do the mobility and strengthening exercises, check your footwear, and try to stay hydrated and well-nourished. Notice how you feel after 1 week. Many people are surprised by how much their mobility can improve in such a short time when they are consistent. I want this video to be a space for sharing experiences, so tell me in the comments how many years old you are, where you are watching this video from. And if you decide to try this routine, what changes you notice after putting it into practice? Your story can inspire others to take care of their health and regain their independence. Remember, with every step you take without pain, you are adding life to your years. This is not about stopping time, but about making the time you have more fulfilling and of higher quality. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. If you found it helpful, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe to receive more tips on how to live better in this stage of life.